I just got out of the shower because I used to be a dirty boy. A dirty what? I have had this idea for opening up this video. I would go in just straight out of the shower, not even wearing a shirt, and I would go on camera talking about how I used to be a dirty boy, but now I'm clean. I thought that would be a good bit to open this up, and then I just started doing it. I started looking at myself, and I realized that that's not a good idea, Fred. So this is the opening bit instead. Fuck's sakes. I'm a dirty boy, and I draw cats. Do you want to see a cat? Of course you want to see a cat. This is why you're here, to see cats. This is Stinky, that's Bartlett. Almost forgot his name, like a bad father. Let's go with the theme tune, now. And I think that's about enough time for the theme tune to finish playing. I didn't count at all this time. I'm trying to get it done by just vibes. By the way, I am wearing glasses usually for these recordings, but I am not that myopic that I need to wear glasses for this. I can see everything perfectly normally like this. I just feel as if I should be wearing glasses in order to cement this. This is my image. Because if you do see me somewhere, I would be wearing glasses because I'm gonna be wearing glasses in most situations. Not necessarily when I'm at home in front of the computer, say, or when I'm drawing. I don't need to have glasses for things that are straight in front of me. My father could never understand that. When I started wearing glasses, he was always confused because my father wasn't myopic. He wasn't short-sighted. He was long-sighted. He had readers. But my mother's side of the family, they have all terrible visions. they are all myopic. So my father, I think, when he saw me removing the glasses to read something, he was so confused. Why are you doing that? I said, Dad, I'm young still. I'm only in my 30s. And they said these are not reading glasses. These are long-sighted glasses. You should know you were married to a woman who was desperately myopic. My sister is short-sighted. I am short-sighted. You should know how this works. But every time, completely baffled by it. Anyway, today's cat. The problem is that I made the decision to do this portrait style, which makes it harder to film. But the plus side is that I can talk about her and sort of peek out from here. Hello, this is Marjorie. Marjorie is a female cat. I decided I wanted to do a sort of nice cat after doing two stinkers. One literally being Stinky. But I also can't resist, I have to give her a bit of attitude, a bit of spice. So she's a biter. She likes to bite, which is normal for cats. A lot of cats like to bite. It's kind of frustrating actually with cats, the way that they want you to pet them, but then at any point they might decide, well, I'm gonna scratch you, or I'm gonna bite you instead. It adds a level of danger to cats, which I think cat owners enjoy. Anyway, this is Marjorie. I decided to name her Marjorie because I want to reclaim that name from that certain American politician, which we don't like. We don't like her. But we like Marjorie here. And Marjorie sounds a little bit like margarine, which is a terrible fake butter. But she's not a fake cat. Well, actually, she is a fake cat. She doesn't exist. This is not a cat. None of these are actually cats. And this is not a pipe. Anyway, Marjorie is a nice name. It's an old name. Marjorie, 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 Marjorie. Sounds like a name for a cat too. Like it's a name. I like cat names that sounds like the cat themselves could possibly be taught, trained how to say their own name. Like a cat, you could envision a cat saying Marjorie, 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 because it sounds a bit like meow, doesn't it? Anyway, this is this week's cat, and I hope you like this more sensual version of me naked. I'm not wearing any shirt. You can envision me. I actually am wearing underwear, but I'm not wearing any trousers either. Does it help if I put on my glasses? Is this sexier? Is this... Oh. Boo.